The real-life tragedy at the Boston Marathon is hitting the silver screens this week with the movie Patriots Day.
Jim Ferguson spoke with the director and the star of the movie. Good morning, Jim.
Good morning. Our Hollywood happening today is the movie Patriots Day, which is based on true events surrounding the Boston Marathon bombing, which shattered the lives and spirit of Boston. Here's the film's director, Peter Berg, and the star of the film, Mark Wahlberg.
Why are you so memorable? Like, of all the people I talk to, your face is the most memorable. I don't know what it is.
Peter, I appreciate that.
He's also the smartest.
Yeah, something about you. I mean, that's interesting.
Well, you got to cast me
film.
someday.
He tells you how it is. He doesn't BS.
Yeah, you're one of my favorites.
Thank you, Mark. And as a former American government teacher, you told it like it is in this film, believe me.
Thank you.
Comment on my comment. The world watched the news of what happened at Patriots Day in Boston, Massachusetts. Social media, news, television, newspapers, nothing got it like this movie. Would you both agree on that comment?
Yeah, well, there was just so much more to the story that we wanted to tell. You know, really seeing the people who were affected by this and the people, the individuals who went out there and did so many brave and heroic things to bring these two monsters to justice. But also, you know, I mean, there were so many people who did such amazing things and stepped up in ways that just certainly made me so proud to be a Bostonian. Yeah. So,
in playing a real character, you have to get it right.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, for me, my character is really a composite character based on 3 police officers.
You had to get it right 3 times.
But
it's even harder.
And knowing them, they will still hold you accountable. These guys don't mess around.
Peter, I loved what you did with the graphic, the time and the date. You know, like it's December the 11th at 10:30. And actually, what happened that puts you right there in the scene. You know.
Yeah.
He also did an amazing job you know, putting all the surveillance footage in there seamlessly, all the real footage from the bombing, seeing, you know, the brothers at Whole Foods and the bank and the gas station.
One of the things I learned, I had no idea it was like a command force. I mean, what happened there? I mean,
yeah, the response from law enforcement was you know, overwhelming, and you know, we're still at that point where Boston had never seen anything like that. You know, very few cities had. They were starting to drill and practice, and after 9/11, I think law enforcement really started changing the way they operate and coordinating task force between the different law enforcement and SWAT teams and the FBI, the federal you know, law enforcement also. But what happened when the bombs went off, pretty much anyone with a badge and a gun descended upon Boston. And
Fish and Game.
I mean, yeah, you had Fish and Game, Department of Fish and Game. You had park rangers pulling out their shotguns and charging.
Fire department, everything.
Yeah. I mean, if they wanted to fight, they picked the right city to fight with.
They sure did. Yeah. I just have 1 minute, and it's hard to even comment on the ensemble cast that all played, except for the 2 young men who played the terrorists, of course, but they all played heroes. It would take me an hour to go down the list and talk about each one of their performances, beginning with Kevin Bacon, the whole John Goodman. What a great ensemble,
I felt very fortunate to have
And also,
such an
even those the 2 young men who played the brothers are very brave for taking on those roles.
Oh, yeah.
They did an amazing job.
It had to be accurate.
As I tell you, it was terrifying for them to have to come on set with 3,000, 4,000 Bostonians, most of which who were actually at the marathon when this tragedy occurred, and then have to show up in costume playing these 2 individuals. Very, very brave. I told them, I said, between takes, separate, and during the day, don't hang out with each other.
There's still the 984. We got multiple explosions. We need help down here.
We've got to decide who's running this, and we have to decide quickly.
It's terrorism. We'll take it.
And let's get an evidence grid started right over there.
Clock is ticking. The world is watching.
The suspect seen on the surveillance cameras. 2 bombers.
We gotta find these guys before they do this to someone else.
We can't have our citizens on the streets with all these threats. Every inch of this city is getting searched. We're shutting it down.
A taxi picked up a guy matching White Hat's description. Could be he's on his way to New York.
Are there more bombs? Are there more bombs?
I want a lawyer.
No.
No, I have rights.
You ain't got sweetheart.
Well, in my opinion, Patriots Day is a dramatic thriller that chronicles in detail one of the most sophisticated manhunts in law enforcement history. Joining Mark Wahlberg is an all-star ensemble cast including Kevin Bacon, John Goodman, and Michelle Moynihan. Finally, Patriots Day is a wonderful film about civic heroism, strength, and how love always triumphs over evil. It's rated R, my grade a B+. Also opening today, the crime drama Live by Night, directed and starring Ben Affleck. I'll see you right here next Tuesday on The Morning Blend with Jamie Foxx, and she's back, Michelle Moynihan, the stars of Sleepless.